Hi guys, welcome to a very important lecture for the prelims 2024. In this lecture, I'm going to share with you the most important static economic topics which have been repeated in the UPSC prelims paper year after year in the last 20 years. Guys, I have seen students, they are reading very bulky 700, 800 pages compilation for economy. Guys, you do not need to read that much. If you just prepare the topics which I'm going to share with you in this lecture, that is more than enough if you are complementing it with the current affairs. Guys, my name is Santosh Pandey. I have cracked 6 out of 6 prelims and I have scored one of the highest marks in the UPSC prelims examination. And guys, let me tell you, I was able to do this because I understood the exam. And I have a strong belief that any candidate who understands the exam, then with even less effort, they will be able to score very high marks. They will be able to score the forestry cutoff also. So, guys, let us begin this lecture. So, guys, first, what I have done is that I have done the trend analysis of the entire economy subject. What kind of questions have come? What is the weightage of each section of the economy? So, I have divided the economy into, you can see these sections. So more than 30% of questions have come from money and banking. So one section which you have to prepare thoroughly, one section. If you have to read only one section in economy, then you have to read money and banking. After you cover money and banking, then what you have to cover is you have to cover the budget and the fiscal policy. Around 15% of questions are coming from budget and fiscal policy. In money and banking, I am also including the financial markets. So next, you see here, the questions are coming from the external sector. The external sector, around 10% question coming from external sector and around 12% question coming from the national income chapter. And last but not the least, we have around 10% of question coming from poverty and unemployment. Okay, so what should be your priority? If you have to set your priority, the first priority should be the money and banking and financial market. Around 33% of the questions are coming from this section. Next will be the budget and fiscal policy. Next will be the external sector, and then the national income and poverty and unemployment. Generally, questions in this section are relatively easy. So guys, let us start our analysis. So what I have done is that I have listed the important topics from each and every section. So guys, from the first chapter, which is the national income chapter, you can see here, first the concept of GDP, then what is real and nominal GDP, then the concept of GDP deflator, and then you see UPSC has a habit of asking trends in GDP. So always prepare last 5 years trend in the GDP and also after 1991 what happened. Further, they can also ask you question on what is the contribution of agriculture sector in the total GDP. What is the contribution of manufacturing sector in the total GDP? What is the contribution of services sector in the total GDP and how it has changed in the last 30 years? Okay. The second topic is the per capita income. This is becoming very important, particularly this year. It is very, very important because there were a lot of debates that although India is the fifth largest economy, but its per capita income is one of the lowest in the world. So here also trend analysis is very important. Next is India's rank in the total list of countries, and here you have to prepare the PPP ranking. Next, you have to prepare the concept of economic growth. What is economic growth? How do we get economic growth? What is role of savings? What is role of investments? What is the what is capital formation? And what is ICOR? What is ICOR? Very, very important ICOR concept. A lot of times questions have come on concept of ICOR. Incremental capital output ratio. Very, very important. A lot of questions have come on this concept. Next, the concept of slowdown, recession, and depression. What is the difference between these three terms? Two times question have come on this concept. Next, the concept of recovery. U-shaped, V-shaped, W-shaped, K-shaped. Here K-shaped recovery is very important. It denotes inequality. So concept of inequality is also very important. What is the inequality trend in India? Is it increasing? Why it is increasing after 1991? Okay, some facts regarding inequality, very important. Last but not the least in this section is the concept of inclusive growth. Very, very important. Three times in the last 10 years, question have come on inclusive growth. And then the concept of human development and human development index. So guys, these are the topics which you need to prepare the national income. Please pause the video and take a snapshot of this, and let us now move to the next section. Guys, the next important section is poverty and unemployment. Here you see the concept of human capital formation. Very, very important. A lot of questions have come on this concept of human capital formation in the last 10 years, particularly because of the increasing role of the youth in the economy, increasing share of the young population in the economy. This concept of human capital formation is very, very important. Next is the concept of demographic dividend linked to this. Demographic dividend, the most important topic in economy is demographic dividend. Next is unemployment, types of unemployment. What are different types of unemployment? Here, a lot of questions have come on disguised unemployment, structural unemployment. Next, unemployment measurement. How do you measure unemployment? Then, what is this PLFS data? Then, the concept of poverty. How do you measure poverty? What are the different committees? What is BPL? What are the schemes of BPL? What is MPI? Very, very important. Multi-dimensional poverty index. Very, very important. Here, we have one more national multi-dimensional poverty index also by Niti Aayog, very, very important. Next, you can see money and banking. In money and banking, the concept of inflation. Every year, one question definitely is coming on inflation. Types of inflation, core inflation, headline inflation. Then you can see deflation concept, deflation. This year, deflation is very important. Disinflation, disinflation, very, very important. Next, how do you measure inflation? CPI versus WPI versus PPI. Then causes of inflation, consequence of inflation, how do we control inflation? What are the tools we control inflation? Then guys, concept of money. What is the concept of money? What are the different types of money? Narrow money, broad money. Very important. Again, two, three times question have come. Many students, they don't know the concept of this. Please do prepare. Then guys, okay, now we have, okay, virtual currency. Virtual currency. Okay, so that also you need to prepare. Okay, that also you need to prepare. Then because of demonetization, there was again the concept of legal tender. What is legal tender? What is legal tender? Okay. Next, banks. Again, a very, very important topic. Banks, guys. Basics of banks. What is asset of bank? What is liability of bank? Then types of banks. What are RRBs? What is the structure of RRBs? What are payment banks? What are scheduled commercial banks? What are cooperative banks? A lot of questions have come from this section. Then what is priority sector lending? Very, very important topic of economy section. Then financial inclusion, again a very important topic. Next, you can see RBI. Every year, at least one question on RBI. What is role of RBI? What are the functions of RBI? What are the powers of RBI? What is RBI Act? RBI Act, very important. Then MPC, very important. MPC, composition of MPC. Next, tools of monetary policy control. Okay, repo rate, CRR, SLR, MSF, etc., etc. This is very, very important. Then deposit insurance guarantee scheme, guarantee corporation. Then the bank board bureau, now the name has changed to FSIB. Then the concept of demonetization and recent developments. Every year there will be some recent developments by RBI. Like this year, something like green deposits are in use. SDF. Well, every year some changes will come in RBI. Some new schemes will bring brought by RBI. Please do prepare every year. And whenever something new is brought by RBI, definite one question is there. Definite. Okay. Next, guys, financial markets. So this is an emerging topic. It's an emerging section. Very few questions have come from this section, but it is increasing in the last few years. So primary market, secondary market, IPO, FPO, anchor investor, seed funding, angel investor, SEBI. This is very important role of SEBI. Then bond market, InvITs, then real estate uh, instruments. These are also very, very important. These are becoming, okay, relatively recent times it is becoming very important. Generally, it is questions are coming from current affairs in this section. Next, you can see budget and fiscal policy. So in budget and fiscal policy, the first section is what? What is capital and revenue receipt? What is capital and revenue expenditure? Very often question is coming on this topic. Very often. Please do prepare it very, very in depth and diligently. Then FRBM Act, again, a very important topic. Fiscal consolidation, fiscal deficit, taxation, types of taxation. Every year, one question on types of taxation, direct tax, indirect tax, GST is becoming very important these days. Black money. What are the various schemes of government to bring back black money? What is the effort taken at international level? Okay, base profit shifting and base erosion. Okay, base erosion and profit shifting, BEPS. Then now pillar 2, pillar 1, OECD, minimum taxation, something like that, equalization levy, lot of things are there. Then tax to GDP ratio, again very important. What is the trend of tax to GDP ratio? How to increase tax to GDP ratio? Next, external sector, guys. Last, what is open economy? What is closed economy? Two times questions have come on this basic concept. Then 1991 economic reforms impact. Next, BOP, balance of payment. What is capital account? What is current account? What is capital account? Deficit. What is trade deficit? Then capital account convertibility, very important. Last year it was in news. Then exchange rate, rupee depreciation, rupee appreciation. Then trade barriers. Here a lot of kind of trade barriers, countervailing duty. Then a lot of duties, a lot of duties. Okay, anti-dumping duty, countervailing duty. Then import export, very very important. Trends in import export. What is the share of India's import? What is share in India's export in the world? Then what are the commodities which are traded most? What are the highest traded commodity in imports? What are the highest traded commodities as export? What are the export destination? What are the import destinations? Very very important. Very very important. Particularly agriculture commodities are very very important. Then last, WTO and IMF. Every year one question on WTO and IMF. So guys, you can see how you can, okay, if you prepare these topics, I can tell you 90% of the static question which will come, you will be able to solve it. Guys, I have done this 20 years, 30 years analysis, and from there I have got these topics. And guys, one good news is that in my NCRT and advanced level test, I have covered all these static topics. So if you want to practice very high quality new pattern questions on these topics, please do subscribe to this Lakshya test. Guys, in the month of January, I will be coming out with Optima. In Optima, I predict questions every year. Every year, around 50 questions I am able to predict. So if you solve these topics which are highly probable to come in the exam, your chances of qualifying the prelims examination will increase like anything. So guys, if you like this analysis which I have shared with you, please do like the video and share this video with your friends. And one more thing, guys, let me know from you in the comment box that do you want me to continue this analysis for other subjects also, because I was getting a lot of comments in my uh, YouTube channel that sir, please do analysis of economy, detailed analysis of economy. If you want me to do a detailed analysis of each and every subject, I am willing to do it. Here one more thing, guys, this is my Telegram channel. Okay, this is my Telegram channel, Optimize IAS Ask Santosh sir. You can subscribe to my Telegram channel. Every day I post a lot of content here. And this is my website, guys, www.optimizeis.com. You can see this. So here, guys, every day I post free current affairs content and free current affairs quiz, which is called Prelims Power Play. Please do make use of this. This is going to help you a lot in your preparation. So thank you, guys. Bye bye. Take care, and thank you for your patient listening. Bye bye.